Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. Allahumma faqihna fid din. So today you can all practice with me Suratul Fatiha, and I hope you're all able to see my screen. My dear students, if you are able to see my screen, can you kindly type one? Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. I'm seeing answers from Ms. Muhammad Tayyib, Maryam Fatima, Madiha, Barakallah feek, Inaya. So we have been learning about ism, and we have already covered three types of words in Arabic. Anytime you're open your Musaf, and I was hearing you giving all, in the class and yesterday, and you all are very well versed with, anytime you're going to open your Musaf, the three kinds of words that you are going to see in your Musaf are going to be, or in your Quran are going to be. Can you type what are the three types of words that you are going to see in Quran? Any page. Ism fail harf. Very well done. You already have covered that, and you know that you are going to focus now from from the past couple of classes you are focusing on ism, and every ism, if you remember, has these many properties. How many properties an ism has? Very well done. Every ism is going to have four properties, and the property that you have covered so far completely is, um, anyone remembers? Barakallahu feek. Yes, it is gender that you have already covered. Alhamdulillah. And when you have covered gender, the next property that you started learning, anyone remembers what was that? Okay. If I ask you any word in Quran, if you don't know anything about that word, what will be the gender of the word? Most common is going to be, it's going to be masculine. Very well done. And if I ask you about the number, if you have to tell me what's going to be the number of an ism, what is going to be your answer? Barakallahu feek. A ism is going to be masculine in gender unless there are three reasons for it to be otherwise, which is going to be for the feminine. Ism is going to be singular unless there is a reason for it to be otherwise. How many types of number are there in Arabic? And I'm seeing answers without, already barakallahu feek. So in English, how many types of number do we learn? There are two types of number in English. It's either going to be singular or plural. But when it comes to Arabic, it's unique, right? It's the speech of Allah. Allah chose this language for a reason. It's unique. Yeah. So here in Arabic, you learn about three types of numbers. And what are those three types? Singular. And then you were learning yesterday about a pair. And the third type of number that you have been learning, that you are going to actually learn and you have been, introduced, is the plural. Barakallahu feek. So singular, pair, or plural, right? And when it comes to a pair, do you remember what is going to be the sign of a pair? If a word is two in number, if a word is a pair or two in number, what are the signs that we are going to find at, uh, you know, I'm not going to say where you are going to find that. Okay. Is this ani, aini going to be in the beginning or at the end? Where should I look for this ani, aini? At the end. Barakallahu feek. Very well done. So you have, alhamdulillah, understood it so far very well. I'm very, very proud of you. So let's today learn Suratul Fatiha, and I'm going to um, give you a word, and you are going to give me, what type of word it is, and then you're going to tell me the reason, and then you're going to tell me the gender, and then you're going to tell me the type of feminine, if a word is feminine. I'm good. Jazakallah khair for asking. I'm good, Aliza. Okay, so the first word that I have for you is Yeah, I can make it big. Yeah. Okay, now can you see it better? My dear? Alhamdulillah. Okay, so the first word from Surah Al-Fatiha here is the surah itself. So is it an ism, fail, or harf? It's an ism. Do you see any sign? Any sign of an ism on this word? Ta marbuta. Ta marbuta. What are the signs of ism that you have been learning? Al, ta marbuta, meme in the beginning of the word, and tanween. Very well done. Very well done. So proud of you all. So here you find one sign of an ism which was ta marbuta, and you are sure that I'm going to put it in the category of an ism. So you told me this is an ism, and you have also clarified that this is an ism because there's a sign there which is tamarbuta. And now, when it comes to the gender of this word, it is going to be feminine. Muhammad Tayyib, very well done. And it is feminine. How many types of feminine are there? When if you are calling it a feminine, let me ask you that how many types of feminine are there? Number one, there are three types of feminine, and among those three types, it is it a real feminine or a sign feminine or heard feminine? You don't need to take notes. You can just put it. You already have covered this with Sister Faiza. This is just a review, so you should be good. You should be able to fill your this sheet, but other than that, you don't need to take notes. I think you should be good. Okay, when you are calling it, when you have already told me the three types of feminine, among the three types of feminine, if I ask you what type of feminine is word surah, is it feminine, real feminine, or is it a sign feminine, or is it a heard feminine? Very well done. So the whole class almost, knows that this is a word which is feminine by sign. Very proud of you all. I'm very proud of you all. Keep up this work because this. You have learned it so well. When am there in your sessions, I wish I was a student like you all, the same age as you all, because when I was at your age, I did not get this opportunity. And actually, you guys are very smart. You are picking these concepts very fast. Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fikum. So now the next word that we have is al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha. Is it an ism? Again, the same question is going to be the first column. You're going to tell me, is it an ism, fail, or harf? It is an ism. If it is an ism, what is a sign that helped you identify that your word is an ism? So there is tamarbuta and there is al, right? So this word has how many signs of an ism? There are two signs of ism, right? In this word al-Fatiha, there was al in the beginning and tamarbuta at the end. Al in the beginning and tamarbuta at the end help you identify this word as an ism. If I ask you now, what is the gender of this word? It's going to be is it masculine or feminine? Now look at the end of the word. It's a round ta there, right? So the round ta is making it feminine. And again, among the three types of feminine, it is going to be which type of feminine? Feminine by sign. Barakallahu feek. I really like those students who are, so dedicated in their answers, are so measured that how, they know how to give one answer. And I appreciate if you can all just type one answer that helps other students to be, seen and recognized as well, my dear students. Okay. So the next word that we have is actually it's written as one word, but there are two words. Okay, there is B and ism. Bismi, bismi is B and ism. if you look at the meaning of be, which means in or with, just take into consideration this in first, okay? Among the three categories, you are going to put it under the category of harf, right? Because the word does not make sense. So when it is a harf, this column, when you are going to just fill harf and the rest you don't need to fill, because you have been taught ism has four properties. Did Sister Faiza ever tell you that harf has four properties? What do you think? And anyways, we are not learning harf yet, but this is going to be, the rest of the columns are left blank, okay? You're just going to put harf and the rest is going to be left blank, okay? Only ism has four properties. Harf does not have, four properties at all, okay? Now look at the word ism. So now ism itself comes. So what are you going to put it under? Is it an ism, fail, or harf? This word. It's going to be an ism, right? It's super duper easy. And if I ask you, is there any sign there? My dear, meme, if meme, for a meme to be the sign of an ism, my dear students, please note this down. It's going to be in the beginning. It cannot be at the end, okay? It can only and only be in the beginning of a word when meme is a sign. And also, another hint is it's not going to be the part of word structure, okay? Like when you see Muslim, Seen, Lam, Meme are the main letters that are making this word. This meme that was in the beginning is just there to, that meme is going to be an indication of an ism. But here, you are not, the meme is not in the beginning. So this is not going to be the sign of an ism. Okay? Is this clear? Yeah, in case the meme is the sign, I'm going to show you. It's not going to be, does not have to be the first letter in the NSM, but I'm going to show you how it's going to work, okay? So but it cannot be at the end of the word or it cannot be in the middle of the word, okay? So keep that in mind. If meme is a sign, it cannot be at the end, it cannot be in the middle, but it's going to be before the main letter of a word, main first letter of the word, okay? Which is the first root before the first root letter. Since we have not learned root letters, so I'm just going to tell you, just think of it when it is in the beginning of the word, then it's going to be the sign of an ism, okay? Now comes the next word, Lafzul Jalala, the name of Allah. So what do you think about this one? Ism, fail, or harf? It is a ism. When it comes to the sign of an ism, what is the sign? Yes, majority scholars say that there is an inbuilt al in name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is al-ilah. So yes, you can say that there is an al there. And the other thing that if you do not agree with those group of scholars, you can just say, yes, it's a name of Allah. It's the name of Allah. So it is going to be an ism. Every name is an ism, right? Okay. Now comes the gender. Yes, Imran, that's right. It's a name of Allah, so it is, it makes sense that to call it an ism. So when it comes to the gender of this word, the gender is masculine, and then the last column you are going to leave blank, right? This was easy, Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now the next word on your screen is Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman. It is an ism. Maryam is saying this is an ism. Maryam, do you find a sign there that helps you identify? Barakallahu feek. Yes, there is an al there in Ar-Rahman, which makes it an ism. When it comes to the gender, what is the gender? It is masculine, and because that's the right answer. Barakallahu feek. Very well done. Any confusion so far? Everyone with me? Alhamdulillah. Okay. Sayyida Nahar. Okay. Ar-Rahim. Again an ism. The sign of an ism in this case again is going to be an al. And if I ask you what is the gender of this word, it's going to be masculine, and it is the right answer. Very well done. The next word on your screen is alhamdu. Alhamdu. What do you think? It is an ism again, and the sign here again is al. Alhamdu. Al is the sign of an ism, and the gender of this word is going to be masculine. Very good job. When it comes to lillahi, lillahi, there are two words. No, there are two words, and we are going to do them separately. Okay, I have divided them up for you. So the first one is li, which means for. For, what do you think? Is li an ism? Focus. Li an ism? Li means for. So it cannot be an ism. It is a harf, and you are going to leave the rest of the columns blank after putting harf down here, okay? When it comes to Lafzul Jalala, we have just covered it, so you know all about it, that this is the name of Allah, so it is an ism, it is going to be masculine, okay? And you can say if you want to call al as a sign of an ism, that will be okay, okay? The next word on your screen is Rab. What do you think about word Rab? It means Lord. It is an ism. Now, there is no sign among the four signs that you have been learning. This word does not have a tanween. There's no tanween there, Mu'id. There's no tanween. Can you see? Just there is one haraka. There's no double kasra. No, there is just one kasra, and this is Rabbi. And in Usmani Musaf, you are going to see it written like that. No problem, Mu'id. Now, what helps you identify it as an ism? Elena is saying it's a name, or it sounds like a noun. So Allah is called Rab. It is considered to be a sifa, or you can just it's something that is not time bound. Can you see that? Can you see that this is not stuck in time, right? Is there any pronoun there? There is no pronoun there. So you should never be confused about calling it an ism. There is very straightforward answer for this, that this can only and only be an ism, right? Everyone got it? That without any sign, you should still be able to identify a word as an ism based on the meaning, right? Sometimes there are going to be words where you are not going to see signs of an ism. In that case, you are just going to use your common sense as well, okay? When it comes to the gender, yes, based on the meaning, you should be able to figure it out, Inaya. It's going to be easy, inshallah. If you know the basic concepts, the next is going to be very easy, inshallah. So when it comes to the gender, what is the gender of Rabbi? It's masculine. Okay. When it comes to al-alamina, is it an ism? It's an al, and it is going to be an ism. Barakallahu feek, the sign of an ism is al in this word, barakallahu feek. When it comes to gender, al-alamina, it's going to be masculine. Okay, that's fine. We have already covered ar-Rahman and ar-Rahim, so I'm going to skip this. When it comes to Malik, it's going to be Malik. It's going to be an ism. It's going to be an ism. Now, again, I'm going to say that yes, the word has a meaning, and I think there is, yes, this you are going to say there is no sign. This meme is not a sign of an ism because this is a part of word structure. Okay. If there was another meme in addition to this meme, like Mamluk, then you would say that the first meme is a sign of an ism. Okay. But in this word, this meme is not a sign of an ism. But look at the meaning. What is the meaning? Sovereign, right? Or owner. So when you have a word like owner, does it have a tense? No, it does not have a tense. And other thing is, does it have a pronoun? No tense, no pronoun. Can it be fail? Can you ever be confused and get confused and you call it a fail? No, you cannot. Yeah, no, it's only an ism, right? It's just a description. It's a description for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So it sounds like a description for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and if it is a description or an adjective for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then think about where your adjective go. What is the place for adjective? Is it an ism, fail, or harf? It's an ism, right? Is this clear to each and every one of you? When it comes to word yomi, yomi, what do you think? Ism, fail, or harf? It's an ism, right? It's an ism. Are you seeing any sign? Very good job. No tense, no pronoun. I love this answer. Who was that? Let me just see. Very well done, Hajar. Very good job. This is how I want you to understand words, okay? And that's going to, if you understand things like this, you're going to have a very strong foundation on which you can, build a good building, inshallah. Okay. So, Aima, do you have a question, dear? Okay. Okay. Now the next word is when it comes to gender of yomi, before I go to next word, yomi, what do you think is a gender? Because in Arabic, every word has a gender, right? So this is going to be masculine by default. Yes, there is no reason to call it feminine, so it's going to be masculine. Barakallahu feek. And it's singular. So I'm seeing Imran is saying, and there are some other answers as well, that this is a singular word. Barakallahu feek. Very well done. Very well done. Because your word is singular, there has to be a reason for it to be a dual or a plural, right? So everyone with me so far? The next word is ad-deen. Ad-deen. Ism because of al, and in terms of gender, it's going to be masculine. Everyone got it? Very well done. The next word is nabudu. Nabudu. What do you think? It is a fail. So, and I remember, going over this one with you before as well. So, how do you know that this is a fail? What helped you figure this out? I need an answer. There's a tense there, there's a doer there. Very well done. So, there's a pronoun, which was we, there's a pronoun or a doer, which is we, and there is a tense attached, like we worship can be we worshipped, can be we will worship. The word can change tense. There is a time that has been attached to the word. So therefore, we are going to put in the category of a fail. And if you are calling it a fail, then we don't need to do the rest of the column, okay? Because, we don't worry about the rest then, okay? Makes it past tense, ing makes it present, will make it future tense. Yes, so will make it, yes. So if your word can change tense, the word is going to be fail. And if a word can has a pronoun, it's going to be a fail. So it is important for a word to have three things for it to be a fail. Does it have all three things, Inaya? Do you have pronoun or a doer? Do you have an action? Do you have a tense? Right? All three are there. We worship. We worship. We are, it means there is a present tense, right? We worship means present tense. Action is worship. To worship is an action. And we is your pronoun. Okay? So the next word, is this clear? I don't want to rush. Um, I want to make sure that you are all with me. Alize, is it clear now? Alhamdulillah. So, bete, make sure you, each and every word, we are going to spend some time, and we are not going to rush over our words, okay, inshallah. So, just spend some time. Okay, we worship, it has action, it has a pronoun, and it has a tense. So, this fulfills the criteria for my fail, okay? Now, the next word that we are going to attempt is wa. Wa is an easy one. It means and it is har, right? Ishal, which one do you want me to explain, bete? The first one, na'budu. So na'budu, we are calling it a fail because a fail is a word that has action, that has a pronoun, and has a tense. Tense means it can be in the present tense form or a past tense form. If a word can have a present tense form, past tense form, or a future tense form, it is going to be a fail. In English, your verb does not have a pronoun, but in Arabic, your word has a pronoun that is inbuilt in it. And you can see when I'm translating, it appears to be one word, but when I translated it, how did I translate it? We worship, because the pronoun is in there. It's inbuilt in word nabudu. Okay, it is inbuilt there. Okay, it's a somewhere there. Okay, barakallahu feek, it is hidden. Yes. So when you see this word nabudu, before I go back to ba, do you see any sign of fail here? Not every fail will have a sign that you have been introduced to, but what do you think? Is this word have, do you see any sign? Sign means you look at the word and you find either noon or something. Very well done, Ahmad Ali Qureshi. So yes, the noon in the beginning is a sign of a sign of a fail, right? Not always there, but sometimes can be there and help us figure out that the word is a fail, right? Because worship comes from ibada, right? Worship comes from ibada, ain ba dal. So this noon in the beginning is the sign of your fail, right? So now let's do wa. Bilal, what do you think about wa? It's a harf, because and is a nonsense word. It does not make sense. So that's why we should not call it a nonsense word, but it does not make sense, right? Yes, it's a connector. Very good job. So we are going to call it a harf, and we don't need to look at the properties anymore, right? Now look at this word nasta'inu, and it means we seek help from. We seek help from is it is among the three types of words that you have been learning. It is a fail. Very proud of you all. And are we seeing any sign? Very well done. I'm seeing some answers, but I'm so proud of you all. I'm so proud of you all. There is a noon in the beginning that is there, and it's a sign of a fail. But when you look at the translation as well, you are seeing a pronoun, you are seeing an action, and you are seeing a tense as well, right? All three are there. We seek help from. So there is we, which is a pronoun. There is an action, which is to seek help. And there is a tense there, which is a present tense. So this word qualifies to be a fail. Okay. The next one is ihdina. So I'm again going to let me tell you. We somehow I think it has to be divided as well. So I'm going to separate it. Okay. Ihdi means guide. Ihdi means guide. It is a fail. Sayyida is saying this is a fail, and I agree with all of you if you are calling it a fail. Very well done. So, guide, you guide. So, there is a pronoun which is you, and there is an action which is guide, right? Now comes na. When you look at this na, it means us or we. So, is this an ism or fail or her? I'm seeing lots of hers there. But think about it. Is your what category of word us is? Us in English, when you look at this word us from an English standpoint, it's a pronoun. Elena is very right. It's a pronoun. So if it is a pronoun, then is it going to be ism, fail, or her? It's going to be an ism, right? Is this clear to each and every one of you that na is going to be an ism and ihdi is going to be a fail? Okay? So proud of you all. The next one is easy for all of you. As-sirata. As-sirata. It is going to be an ism, and the sign of an ism is al. Very well done, Ishal. And the gender of this word is going to be masculine. Zofine, very good job. Nabira. And that's it. You got it. Very proud of you all. Now look at this one. Al-Mustaqim. Al-Mustaqim. So it's going to be an ism. It's going to be an ism. Very good job. Now tell me the sign of an ism in this word. There is an al there. Is it the only sign? Why are you guys? Why are you saying Anita? In al-Mustaqim. In al-Mustaqim, there is an al, and the second sign is going to be meme. Okay? The second sign is going to be meme. Very well done. Now, did you notice that this meme is in the beginning of the word? Okay? Think of this al, which is there, as the. So, when you write the teacher, the book, is the considered to be the part of the book, or it's considered a separate word? What do you think? When we write the book is easy or the book is interesting, it's a separate word. So this al is also a separate word, but in Arabic writing, this is how it's written. Okay? Because in Arabic, things are very concise, not only in spoken Arabic, but also in written Arabic as well. You will find things very it's everything is very concise. You know how it's written, how it's spoken. So one word can have three, you are going to translate one word with three words of English or Urdu. Okay. But in Arabic, things are simple, easy. Like ja'ala, he made. So you notice? Nabudu, we worship. Nasta'inu, we seek help from. So there are so many words that you used in English, but in Arabic, there's only one word there, right? So, but here, al-mustaqim, there is an al which means the. So the word is beginning with meme dhamma. So now, since this meme is in the beginning, this meme, the first meme is a sign of an ism. You are never going to call the last meme as a sign of an ism. Is this clear? Right? The meme has to be in the beginning of the word. Okay? The meme must be in the beginning of the word and cannot be the letter that is making up the word. Okay? And making up the word means, for example, if I give you a word abd, let me give you something easy. For example, something like what do you think is making up a word rahim? Yes, there can be. Yes, there is a possibility. What is making up Rahim? If I have to ask you, give me three letters that Rahim comes from. Rahim comes from three letters. Give me the three letters that you think are the letters that make up Rahim. One is Ra, the second one is Ha, and the last one is Meme. Very well done. Very well done. Is it making some sense? Right? Ra, ha, meme. Ra, ha, meme. The meme at the end can never be the sign of an ism. If I give you a word Malik, what do you think is making up the word Malik? The three letters. Give me three letters that make up Malik. Meme, lam, kaf. Very good job, Inaya. Very proud of you all. So if meme, lam, kaf are making up the word itself, that meme can never be a sign of an ism. Is this clear? I know this is little tricky, but does it make sense? That if it is making up the word, if the meme is the part, it's a letter that the word is made up from, it cannot be the sign of an ism. Okay? Yes. It cannot be in that case considered to be the sign of an ism. Like as I told you in word Malik, the word comes from meme, lam, kaf. So the first meme cannot be, though the meme is in the beginning, but it cannot be the sign of an ism. Okay? Now look at this word. Al-mustaqim comes from qaf, waw, meme. Qaf, waw, meme. So now is it easy for me to call meme dhamma as a sign of an ism? Is it justified if I call this al mustaqim, the meme in this word, as a sign of an ism? Yes, it makes sense. Yeah, so I just have one more. Actually, our time is almost up. So the last word, sirata. What do you think about this one? It's an ism, and there is no sign. But what about the meaning? It's giving us the meaning of a ism. So even it does not have any sign, but we are still going to call it an ism, but because it is a path, it's a name of a thing. Yes or no? Do you agree? It's a name of a thing. So it's going to be an ism. Just like Malik is a name of a person. It's going to be an ism. Okay? So with that, I will have to end the session. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. You have all, I'm very, very proud of you. You have done amazingly well. May Allah accept all your efforts. You are doing so well. I just want you to be very consistent in whatever you are doing. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in all your efforts, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.